Imagine an elephant so enormous, so famous that his name became part of the English language. Jumbo, a word we now use to describe anything gigantic, was not just a circus animal. He was a global sensation, a gentle giant whose story captivated the 19th century and still resonates today. People lined up by the thousands just to see him, and some of the most notable figures of the era, including Queen Victoria's children and even a young Winston Churchill, had the rare chance to ride him. Jumbo wasn't just big, he was a phenomenon. Hi, this is Colin from the History Pilgrim, where we journey through time to uncover the stories, mysteries, and moments that shaped our world. I have an interesting historical video. I hope you enjoy. Jumbo was born around 1860 in what is now Sudan. Tragically, his mother was killed by hunters shortly after his birth, and the young elephant was captured by traders. He was sold to a zoo in Paris before being transported to the London Zoo in 1865. There he became one of the earliest African elephants in captivity and quickly rose to fame. Jumbo wasn't only remarkable for his enormous size, he was known for his unusually calm temperament. Unlike most African elephants, which can be unpredictable and aggressive, Jumbo was gentle and patient, making him ideal for public exhibitions. At the London Zoo, Jumbo was cared for by a dedicated keeper named Matthew Scott. Under Scott's care, Jumbo grew to over 6 tons, standing more than 11 feet tall at the shoulder. Visitors came from across England to marvel at him. But despite his popularity, the zoo eventually sold Jumbo to American showman P.T. Barnum. The sale caused a public outcry. Thousands petitioned Queen Victoria to keep him, but Barnum proceeded anyway. Transporting Jumbo across the Atlantic in 1885 was a spectacle in and of itself. He boarded a steamship and arrived in New York City to wild fanfare. Barnum recognized that Jumbo was more than just an elephant. He was a marketing miracle. To promote his arrival, Barnum staged parades, including a famous march across the Brooklyn Bridge, which demonstrated not only Jumbo's incredible size, but also the strength of the bridge itself. Crowds of all ages flocked to see him. Jumbo toured extensively with Barnum Circus, traveling by train across the Northeast and Midwest. His performances were simple but mesmerizing. He could walk, stand on pedestals, and perform gentle tricks that showcased both his intelligence and immense size. Children were allowed near him, often describing how he would nuzzle them with his trunk or stand patiently as they touched his enormous ears. Celebrities and dignitaries even had a chance to ride him, making the experience unforgettable. Despite his calm demeanor, Jumbo's size came with incredible demands. He reportedly consumed hundreds of pounds of hay, fruits, and vegetables daily. Circus staff recounted an incident where Jumbo broke into a storage shed, devouring weeks' worth of food in one go. He was known for his empathy. Stories tell of him comforting other distressed animals, and even guiding a young boy away from danger with his trunk. But life in the circus took its toll. Jumbo's massive frame and advanced age strained his joints and organs, and constant travel on trains and exposure to crowds added psychological stress. In later years, handlers sometimes gave him small amounts of wine to calm him, a testament to the pressures of circus life, far removed from his natural African habitat. Tragically, Jumbo's life ended in a horrific accident. While traveling with Barnum Circus near St. Thomas, Ontario, he was struck by a freight train and killed instantly. The news of his death shocked the world, and tens of thousands mourned the gentle giant. True to Barnum's showman instincts, Jumbo's remains were carefully preserved. His skeleton was sent to the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, where it allowed generations of students and visitors to study and marvel at the anatomy of one of history's most famous elephants. Meanwhile, Jumbo's hide was taxidermied and donated to Tufts University in Massachusetts, where it became a central exhibit in the Barnum Museum of Natural History. The massive stuffed elephant became the inspiration for the university's mascot and a symbol of Jumbo's enduring legacy. Unfortunately, in 1975, an electrical fire destroyed the Barnum Museum, consuming most of Jumbo's taxidermied body. Only a few fragments and some ashes were recovered, which are still preserved in the Tufts archives in a small jar in the athletic department. Despite the loss of his physical form, Jumbo's legend lives on. His name remains synonymous with enormous size, and his story continues to captivate more than a century later. In conclusion, Jumbo's physical remains may have been largely lost, but his legacy, his gentleness, his towering presence, and the enduring word Jumbo continues to inspire awe and imagination to this day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe and share with a friend. Sincerely, the History Pilgrim.